Hey guys, Cheesy's back. More Disney's Epic Mickey coming up. Last time we finished up Main Street for the first time and we made our way to Aus-town. So we obviously mentioned Mickey Junk Mountain when we were in Main Street, so obviously that's where we're heading next. Hopefully we'll find that axe. So we've got our first Aus-town quest. We can see the gag factory is just over this fence. If we hop over, this is it. That's not something we can break because that's the way we get up on top of the gag factory. We need to talk to the person just outside. So Moody's house has been all thinned out, so I think we'll go and paint that in for him, whilst trying to avoid thinner, obviously. And we can see it there, so we'll just go around and make sure we paint it all in. He's got quite a nice house, really, so we'll just make sure once it's all filled in, it'll. I'm sure Moody will cheer up a bit. There are plenty of areas here to thin out, as I say, and there will be areas we need to be searching in order to progress the game. I think we've done 3 of the 4 sides, just the last little bit left now. Just that top corner to go. There we go. So that was a nice quick quest, so we'll head back over to Moody, jump over the thinner, and there we go. Seven, 5, 2 combination, easy as you like. So we climb on top of that bin and it'll jump us up. As long as we hold towards the building once we're on top of it. Just stand on top of it and it'll shoot you right up. There you go. For a safe, it looks pretty dangerous. But now we know the combination, Mickey can be a hero. So, Gremlin Prescott. He needs his wrench, so... So we've got to get the wrench back from our own telephone. just updating up all our quests. So we'll head over to our own house, have a look around. Obviously we've got the biggest house. So we'll fill in our house so it looks nice. And in we go. Now we've got to be careful not to just click through A's when we talk to this phone, because I did that on my first playthrough and I accidentally picked the option I didn't want. So we need to enable those, obviously. Now I can't remember exactly where they are, so just have to bear with us while we look around Aus-town for them. They're quite hard to see, actually. Now we want to say no here, because we want to do this quest, because it will lead to another quest, and so we don't want to be dismantling the phone, which is what the gremlin would do if we let him go in and get his wrench back. That's what we're looking for, but it's obviously a lot harder to see when they're not there. There's just a small box that you have to see, that you have to paint in, and they can be quite tricky to find. So I think they're largely not on paintable surfaces, obviously for that reason. So we need to. I think there's a hole in the garden which we need to go down, in Clarabelle's garden. So we'll head over to Clarabelle's garden and we'll thin it all out, because I'm fairly sure there's a... Well, she's obviously not impressed, but we need to get down there, so she'll just have to like it and lump it, I'm afraid. There it is, just behind us. As you can see, it's not the easiest thing to see in the world, so now we have to find our way back out, up the ramp. There we go. Without falling down. And now we'll paint it back in so we don't fall down there again. Not before we jump on a few heads, obviously. Seems to be the theme of Mickey's quest at the moment, is jumping on people's heads. So we'll have a look around the back of the gag factory. I think there might be one on top of the gag factory, actually. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, while we're here, we'll talk to animatronic Goofy. So that's obviously another quest we're going to get. We'll try and find all of Goofy's parts around Tomorrow City. I'm sure there is one around here, at least if not on the gag factory, near it. So climb on top of the roof, I think. And I think it's around the back of the chimney somewhere. have a close look, because as I say, they're not easy to spot. Yeah, there you go, one more left. And I think it's not actually too far from here. I think if we head behind where we are at the moment, off this building, well, not frontwards, behind. So we need to walk all the way around the gag factory, which we're going to have to thin out later. And this wall, I think, hides a secret passage. If we go all the way to the end, or if we thin out, we should see, yep, and there's the last box. So that wasn't too bad. We found those relatively quickly, I think. Now we go back to the phone. You should be happy that we found his box. Collect as many e-tickets as we can on the way. Yeah, this isn't going to be the last time we come through here, so it's not imperative we get it all now. And in we go. So that was good. And it gives us the wrench back. So it's not such a bad phone after all. "726", so we've got to remember that number. There's a phone somewhere in Mickey Junk Mountain. We've got to dial 726. So we're just knocking out quests left, right and centre at the moment. Got ourselves a bronze pin as well. So we've just got to find our gremlin friend who's waiting for us where the bridge is going to be. You can see the projector screen behind it, so we just wait for the bridge to drop down and then we can move on. So that's that quest completed. And that's all we've got time for this time, so that's the end of another part of Disney's Epic Mickey. Hope you guys will join us for the next part. See you guys then.